Okay, I guess I'm a little late to this party because this song came out like 9 days ago as of today as I'm recording this. But the sort of discourse that I've been seeing around it is that Behemoth's new song titled The Shit of God with off spelled with a V because that's kind of their thing, I guess, is not good. And people have been saying things like, it's getting really cringe, guys, with the sort of imagery and general aesthetic of the song and the music video. I was already a bit familiar with Behemoth before. I've even seen them at a festival once, thought they were a really solid live band. I just kind of just have not been thinking about them for a few years by this point. But they are one of the bigger extreme metal bands. They have elements of black metal in their music, but a lot of the imagery and the subjects of their songs are more akin to black metal with the sort of occult themes and anti-religion, anti-Christianity themes going on. And I guess with this new song, they seem to be really doubling down on the sort of anti-religious thematics to the point where a lot of people seem to feel like they crossed some sort of line and it's getting into like cringe territory. But yeah, you can't have an opinion about a song unless you listen to it, so today I will be listening to it. And for once, I've been doing a bit of homework for the video. I have other videos on this channel where I just dive into a band and without knowing as little as possible about them, because that's sort of the fun of reaction content, where you just listen to a song and you don't know anything about what you're gonna get. But because I already know Behemoth from before, I've been listening to a few of their albums the past week. I've listened to their most recent album, Opus Contra Naturam, and the album that many people consider to be their very best, The Satanist, and many people are absolutely correct. It is a terrific album. It is really, really good. If you haven't heard it, or it's been a while since you listened to it, you definitely should listen to it again. So of course, naturally, fans of a band, when they had an album like this that just really sticks out in some kind of special way, of course, every time a band releases new work, the fans are gonna hold that new work to the standard that was set by their best work. And that's understandable. I also kind of understand, like, maybe for bands, that is really hard to sort of recapture that magic. So yeah, but as for like the sort of cringe in the new aesthetic or just the continuing like anti-religious aesthetic that Behemoth has, I personally don't really care that much about that stuff, as long as the music is good. So yeah, I will be watching the music video. Maybe it is really stupid, but if the song is good, then I'm not gonna care too much about that. But I mean, I guess I kinda can already see where people are coming from, because if you're gonna name your song The Shit of God and the whole upcoming album is gonna be called The Shit of God, it's coming out on May 9. If you're a fan of this band and you don't care and you want to buy the album anyway, like, sure, it's all good, it's all good. I can't judge this song before I've actually even listened to it. So maybe I will check out a new album if I like this song. But yeah, I get why people are like, this is crossing some kind of line. And metalheads in general tend to be pretty forgiving of like cringy aesthetic. Let's just see what this song does and what this music video does. Also, for anybody not super familiar with Behemoth, just a quick history here of the band. They formed in 1991 in Poland. They started out as more of a black metal band, but over time started to incorporate more death metal influence in their music, and so that's how they came by the label Black and Death Metal. They're one of the bigger extreme metal bands from Europe at the time. So yeah, when they drop new music, of course people are paying attention. They're gonna have a lot of opinions about it. So like I said, I'm here for the music. If the song is good, I'm not gonna care how stupid the music video is, really. So anyway.
Eat my flesh, drink my blood. I am the shit of God.
Hey, the vocals are on point. I mean, sure. Yeah, musically it's alright. There's a little choir in there, that's nice. I mean, that's just kind of what you're expecting with this sort of band anyway. The music video is shot in a quite beautiful location, and their costumes are like, I mean, it's not what I would call cringe as of yet. It's just the kind of aesthetic that we're kind of used to from this band. But so far it doesn't quite hit that hard. But we're only 35 seconds in, so I forget what I said, basically. That was funny. Okay. Nice. I don't hate it. I don't hate it at all. Musically, it seems like a continuation of their last album, mostly, which I will say has all the ingredients of The Satanist. I'm gonna continuously compare this to The Satanist because it was a coded album, if you will. And their last album like had all the same ingredients, but wasn't as hard hitting for some reason. Maybe it's something to do with, I don't know, the production of it. I'm not sure. So far, this is fine. It's not like terrible. It's just it's more of the same. And Behemoth, they're a pretty solid band. They make fine music. It's not anything so far. Not really doing anything groundbreaking, but you know, it's fine. Maybe it needs to hit a little harder. Maybe that's still coming. I'm not sure, but I don't know. It's not terrible in any sense. So yeah. I mean, the singers, the vocalists' vocals are on point, okay, but I'm kind of a sucker for that kind of stuff anyway, and his voice is quite recognizable and always hits just right for me, so can't complain about that. That's pretty cool. Okay, well. What is that? Yeah, okay. I will say it looks like they had a good time making this music video, the band. I mean, I don't know. I guess there's just something kind of special, fun about dressing in long robes and standing in like some kind of... This doesn't look like it's a church, but it is a very, very cool looking building. If you look at this. And I mean, yeah, you get your like your what is this, a Black Flying V guitar, that sort of makeup. It's pretty typical like sort of black metal kind of stuff. But I get why people are like, this is silly. Because it is kind of silly. Musically, I don't find this song super interesting. There were some cool moments so far, like that chorus is like sort of alright, that choir that's in there, that's sort of alright. So far, I was expecting it to go a bit harder. Like the aesthetic is on point, if you're into that sort of stuff. The music is like, yeah. Okay then. Okay, maybe a big moment is still coming. We're only like halfway, or a little over halfway the song. So anyway. That's a cool moment.
shit of God.
Okay. Mask off, I suppose. What is she seeing? It's pretty nice guitar.
If you are purity, I am born of filth.
Oh, narrating.
You're exalted in faith, I am driven by will. If you are the rock, I am crushing tide. This sermon I wake from coma under the light.
Okay, bit of narration. I'm personally not a huge fan of narration in music. It kind of takes me out of the moment. This was short enough that it didn't take me completely out of the song, so like I'll give it a pass, whatever. And yeah, like I said a few moments ago, I think the chorus is alright. Like, I mean, I guess screaming "We are the shit of God" is maybe, I can see why it's a little cringe, but personally I don't think it's as horrible as people online made it out to be. Because, I mean, I think that's just kind of normal. Every time I see people lose their shit, haha, online about something, it's usually never as bad as they make it out to be. So anyway, yeah, this song, like I said, it's alright. It's nothing terrible, but it doesn't really hit very hard either. So yeah, let's finish. He's having fun though. Choir coming back in? It's pretty cool. You know, I just realized something. maybe I'm dumb for realizing it this late in the song, but yeah, if you eat something, it's gonna come out the other end. So maybe that's the whole point they're making. Because I eat my flesh, drink my blood, and then we are the shit of God. It's not very deep. But anyway. That looks like it hurt. Ooh, solo. Okay. It's finally picking up the song. Yeah, this is pretty cool. I like it. I just wish I didn't have to wait so long for it. Nice. Vocals are great. I love it. Hey. Yep. Yeah, that's alright. Okay. That little kid saying "we are the shit of God" is pretty funny. Of course, that's probably one of the things that people think is cringe about his music video. I just thought it was kind of funny. Probably because I'm not taking this super seriously anyway, because I've never been able to take all this sort of anti-religious, satanic sort of aesthetic very seriously anyway. So I just have fun with it. And honestly, I think the band is just having fun with it by this point as well. I don't think they're like... Well, I don't know enough about Behemoth to really say that, but it doesn't look to me like they're taking it super seriously. Right, final thoughts about this song. It's alright. Like I said, while I was watching the video and listening to the song, it doesn't hit quite that hard. It's also not like super different or diverging much from their previous album. And of course, yeah, I'm also gonna sit here and compare it to everything that happened on The Satanist. I think it really was like maybe a bit of a case of catching lightning in a bottle and then just never being able to really find that magic again. But as it is, this wasn't like a terrible song. It's just sort of you're gonna have to forgive me here. It's kind of it's a little forgettable. And that's a bit of a shame because I think Behemoth really is a solid, good band within this genre, within the extreme black death metal kind of world. I think I will listen to this album when it comes out because maybe there's better songs on there. I get this a lot. Like, bands will release a single or a couple of singles from an album, and then I listen to the album and I'm like, wait, all the good songs are still on the album. So maybe there will be a couple of hidden gems on this album. You never know, you gotta give a band a chance. Of course, if you're a fan of a band and you have to sit there and think, okay, maybe this wasn't great, but I will give them a chance, that's a bit of a shame. That's always a bit of a shame when a band that you like ends up just not being as great as they used to. And I think, unfortunately, that just happens to a lot of bands because staying consistently good and making consistently really good music is really hard. But at the end of the day, it's still cool that this band has existed since 1991. Okay, they've been around a long ass time. So it's actually pretty cool that they're still around and making music and being quite successful with it. So that's good for them. This song was not their greatest, but like I said, I don't think it's bad either. Just kind of nothing super groundbreaking, kind of not super interesting. Yeah, just, I mean, it's alright. Maybe if I listen to it again a couple of times, it will grow on me. That happens as well, where first time I hear a song, I'm like, oh, I don't know about this. Then I give it a couple of listens and it gets a lot better. Maybe it's the case with this song. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think of this song. Maybe you liked it a lot more than I did. Maybe you felt the same way. Maybe you were like, no, this was absolutely terrible. But yeah, thanks for hanging out with me. I will see you in the next video. In the meantime, be kind to each other and to yourself. And bye.